Welcome, this is Melinda Barlow, CZT, Certified Tangle Teacher. And today's Inktober lesson is a tangle by Terri Greenberg, and it's called Trentwith. But the story behind this for me was absolutely delightful. Terri is a certified Tangle teacher from the class number 3, and what I read online was that she wanted to do a little Tangle class where you walked through the cemetery, and I'm not sure I have this all right, but this is what I got, where you walked through the cemetery and looked at headstones and found tangle patterns. And I think she had previously gone through and found some and marked them, and then they were to hunt them down. It was just like a little treasure hunt or something like that. If not, that's what I would do. And she did this. She found this tangle on a headstone, and the guy's name was, I believe, John Trentwith. And so she named the tangle Trentwith. And I did it on a round tile here so my class could see, but it was a bunch of little like roses, flowers, but the pattern was just easy. So I'm just going to do it on a little round 2-inch tile that you can get at my website. They're lots of fun, and we're just going to draw a circle around. And as you can well see, my circle is not real square, real round, but it serves its purpose, because then I'm just going to do a crescent moon line down and then rotate and go maybe about a third of the way in, and we're just going to work our way around doing this little crescent moon shape. And we wanted to keep it round so that it doesn't get flat sides. So make sure that you keep it round. And you just work your way. You can see I just rotate my little tile. And I wanted to do it big so that you could see. It's kind of got a little kaleidoscope looking feel to it, and you get right down to the center. And so I did it on a little brown tile. Let me come in so you can see how that one was on a little 2-inch brown, and I did it on a little round one. I'm going to do it on a little bijou tile so that you can see. I'm just going to make my round circle and then do my little crescent moon. Stroke, not the crescent moon tangle. Better clarify that. So it has that little kaleidoscope feel to it. And we just work our way around. And then you can do something with the center, but you can just add these. So you could put down your little circles, and any one of my students, they all laughed when I said it was circles, because they know how much I love round tangles. And then we just go around and do that little kaleidoscope looking part of it. And I do like to rotate my tile as I do it. So that curved line, another curved line, and you can see how simple those little rose petals. And you can do it. You don't have to turn your tile if you you don't want to, but I find it much better if I turn my tile. And if you do Zentangle for daily meditation, which I highly recommend, I do it daily. It is such a benefit for me on lots of things that I struggle with, that behaviors that I want to change. If I use meditation, I find that I can overcome a lot of compulsive disorders. I have to kind of chuckle at myself because I wouldn't have said that a couple of years ago that I had a compulsive things, but I think we're all compulsive at some things. So there we have our little flowers. Now I'm just going to put a leaf shape, because if I want it to be a rose little pattern, I've got to have, so, and my leaves are going to, I think I'm just going to echo that little shape. On this one. I think that's a good little leaf for me. Do another one. And I draw my line straight down, and then I just bow out a little bit and aura that shape. And I can get my little leaves in. I can put them about anywhere. On that one I did just a little bit different. That happens. And I can put some fescue. And I had two new girls in my class. They've been coming for a couple of weeks. But I drew this and I said, and then you can also do a little zinger. And I call this the little Wi-Fi signal, because they understood they were teenagers. But look how fun that is. Now, we could, if we wanted to give it some drama, we could blacken in the very center. And I just like a little scribble, so it still has a little bit of light in there. And then we can shade it. And this lends itself to shading in lots of different ways. But I'm just going to put some graphite around that outside edge and see what I come up with. And I'll take a shading stump, and I really should clean this shading stump off because it is full of graphite, and I'm not sure I want that much graphite. So I'm just going to take my emery board and clean that off so I can reuse it, because I want to reuse them several times. So now I'm just going to blend. My simple little tangle, and I believe I'm going to come in here and color in my background. So that I have so they set out a little bit better. But there we have Trentwith. Thank you, Terri Greenberg, for this darling little tangle and a way to look for tangles. You might go to the cemetery and have a walkthrough. I would not go at night because you couldn't see, but it would be a great activity to do during this Inktober season. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy Trentwith and Tangle every day. If it's not for just the joy of Zen tangling, but also the many, many health benefits that come from clearing your mind and doing something that's very meditative. Thanks again and have a great day.